Welcome to Finding Holiness, where we delve into timeless Torah wisdom, revealing the sacred in everyday moments. Join us on a journey to elevate your spirituality and discover holiness in every aspect of life. I'm your host, Rabbi David Kadosh, and together, let's embark on a path of spiritual exploration. I hope you enjoy this next episode. Parashat Mishpatim summary. Following the giving of the Torah on Har Sinai, Moshe taught Bnei Israel many mitzvot ben adam lahavero, between man and man. Here are some of the halachot that were taught. If a Jewish male over the age of 13 stole and cannot pay it back, he is sold by Bet Din as a slave, an Eved Ivri, for 6 years. His master must treat him with dignity. He cannot give him lowly jobs or work him too hard, nor may he sell him to anyone else. He must treat him like he treats himself. And if he has only one of something, he must give it to the Eved. If the Eved was married, the master may have him also marry a non-Jewish slave, a Shivcha Kena'anit. If after the 6 years he wants to remain, he is brought to Bedin, taken next to a door, and a hole is made in his ear. He then remains a slave until Yovel, the 50th year in the Shemitah cycle. If a Jew kills another Jew, if it was on purpose, he is put to death. If he did not mean to kill, he runs away to Galut, to an Ir Miklat, city of refuge. There were 6 Arei Miklat and 42 Arei Leviim owned and occupied by the Leviim, so 48 cities in total. For certain sins, a person is put to death by Bedin. The 4 deaths that can be given by a court are Sekila, stoning, Serefa, hot lead poured down throat, Hereg, beheading, and Chenek, choking, or strangulation. A child must be very careful not to harm his parents. If he causes them to bleed or curses them, if chas v'shalom he does it on purpose, he would be chayav mita. If a Jew hurts another Jew, he can be liable to pay for the following 5 things: nezek, the actual damage; tsa'ar, the pain that he caused; rifui, the doctor bills; shevet, the loss of money because he cannot work; and boshet, the embarrassment. Even if the attacker did pay, he must still ask for mechila. If the person died, the attacker will at times be chayav mita. If a domestic animal intentionally harms someone or their property, the first 3 times the animal is called atam, and the owner pays half the damage value, chatzi nezek. After that, the animal is called a mu'ad, and the owner must pay the full damage, nezek shalem. If it killed someone, it is put to death by Bedin and is asur bahana'ah, forbidden to have any benefit from its meat. If a person digs a pit which is 10 tefachim deep and an animal falls in and dies, he is chayav to pay. If a person digs 9 tefachim and another person finishes it to 10, or it is covered and a person comes and uncovers it and an animal falls in and dies, the one who completes it or uncovers it is chayav. If a person steals, he must give back the object. If the object is gone, he must give back the keren, its value. If he is caught and found guilty by Bedin, he must pay kefil, double. If he stole a sheep and slaughtered it or sold it, and is caught and found by Bedin, he pays 4 times the value. If it was a cow that he stole, slaughtered it, and sold it, he pays 5 times the value. There are 4 categories of people who care for someone else's belongings. A shomer chinam, someone who watches for free; a shomer sachar, someone who watches for payment; a socher, a renter; and a shoel, a borrower. A shomer chinam is exempt from paying if what he was watching broke, or something happened by accident, or was stolen or lost, but he does have to pay if he was negligent. The person who was hired for payment to watch, or a renter, he would have to pay if it was stolen or lost, or if he was negligent. And the most strict of the 4 is the borrower, who would have to pay in all cases unless the animal or the thing that he was borrowing stopped working while he was using it. There are 3 levels of Bedin. For interpersonal monetary disagreements, there are 3 judges. For physical punishment, there are 23 judges, and for cases affecting all of Klal Yisrael, the great Sanhedrin of 71 judges, which was located in the Bet HaMikdash, was needed. All are warned, midavar sheker tirchak, Distance yourself from falsehood, and when judging, do not show favoritism to anyone, whether they are poor or wealthy. One may not take bribes, for even if we think they don't, they do influence. If you see the animal of anyone struggling under its burden, you must help, even if it's your enemy. There are 3 prohibitions regarding meat and milk. One may not cook it, one may not eat it, and one may not have any benefit from it. The end of the Parashat tells us briefly about Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot, and also discusses and warns of our interactions with the nations of Canaan. Lastly, the Parashat then returns to the events that happened before Ma'amad Har Sinai. After Matan Torah, Hashem told Moshe that he will give him 2 tablets, which are made from special sapphire stone. On these luchot were to be written the Aseret HaDibrot. Moshe Rabbeinu stayed in Shamayim for 40 days. At the end of 40 days, Hashem gave him the luchot to bring down to Klal Yisrael.